All right, looks like we are about to start.
And
We're
we
off.
are off. All right. So another swordless versus sword route. Always interesting to see the side-by-side comparison to see the difference that it makes not using the sword and like where you save time and where you lose it because you collect the sword. So
I'm not sure what Habel does, but I believe Torje's next race versus Habel will be the only race of the day that we see both runners doing swordless.
yeah, I believe that Torje and Habel are using the same route, but the only difference is that Habel will be playing on the Nintendo 64. So that is going to be very interesting to see the side-by-side comparison of a similar route with also a different console, which, for those of you that aren't aware, N64 saves time on the reset. Because it doesn't have to pop up this, you must use the classic controller text. Luckily, Torje is playing on the Japanese localization for his console, so he will be saving 0.4 seconds over not running with the Japanese localization, but still not as fast as a Nintendo 64.
Pretty good starts from both runners. Nobody making any major, movement mistakes yet.
Yeah, so far everything looks really solid from both ends. Torje's not getting the exact jump slash that he wanted, unfortunately. As you can see here, Torje making really good use of the adapter, making sure to use and abuse where it is allowed. What a lovely community we have, making tools to make it feel like N64, even though we're not playing it anymore. Some of us will be, though, upcoming very shortly. We'll be seeing our first use of that.
Chromie had some interesting movement in Zora's River. He dove almost like he was going to do the jump slash for the red rupee, but he went the wrong way and just chose to keep going. I'm not sure if that was a backup or if he didn't even mean to dive at all. But we will see where he gets his extra rupees from.
Not sure what's going on my end. I'm having some connection issues, so sorry about that.
Of course, getting a little exasperated over some trying to pick up Cucko shenanigans, but it happens to the best of us.
Interesting Mido skip. Unfortunately, a little bit of movement before the third side hop there. Frame late, so Torje will have to go back into the shop, giving Chromie some time to catch up. Seems like so far they're having a solid run. A few minor mistakes, but nothing too major to stop the run from happening. Okay, close on the rupee there. A little closer than I would like, if that were me.
One more frame for Torje. There it is.
Nice. Mido skip definitely proving to be a little bit of a tricky trick.
A tricky trick.
Okay. A tricky trick. Not greatest use of words, but Torje just entering Deku, and looks like Chromie will just be about to enter, or just about to enter Deku right now.
Torje missing the Vine text skip, unfortunately.
Timing there is really awkward with Stick. Or, I mean,
I
just in
believe
general.
Stick gives you a lot more frames than Sword does, at least.
Yeah, being used to one or the other is what makes the difference for me, I feel. Sometimes it's really awkward. Looking like a solid Deku so far from Torje. Getting the fast scrubs, very nice.
Chromie taking a nice, nasty fall.
These Waltilas are never nice, it seems. I have not seen that strat before. That's actually really interesting.
That is, I believe, the preferred strat for runners that don't go for the anti-grav V1 skip.
That does look a lot faster than going up and stunning the Skulltula and jumping. So I can say that is preferred. Looks like Goma is a little bit off for Torje here. Yeah, I I think Torje's angle is super scuffed. I can't tell if... Yeah, I think Torje has to wait for 8 here. Yeah, Torje's gonna have to adjust Goma's position. Or just die. That is always an optimization there. Looks like Torje just wants to go for the reload of the area just to even it out, make it a little bit easier. That is... Well, no, I don't think Torje could have double KO'd. I mean, yeah, Torje couldn't have double KO'd. And I have to burn the web here. The first time that you enter the B1 here, the web is unloaded, so you can just jump down. The second time, however, and any time after that, you're actually going to have to burn the web. Looks like Chromie will be taking the lead here with the double KO. It might even out if Torje is able to get a very quick Goma clip here. We will find out. Probably going for the side hop mega flip here.
Beautiful.
Side hop, mega side hop. That's what it's called. Fortunately, not getting the West to the room. Still gonna be fine though. Might give Torje some time to catch up. Looking like Goma is trolling Torje.
Torje out of nuts. Going to give Chromie a big opportunity to really run away with this lead.
This is true. Torje is going to have to climb all the way up and kill the Deku Baba on his left and then jump back down and still have to do the Goma fight. Torje having a really good start to his run, and unfortunate happenings here with Goma, but could still possibly turn this around depending on what strats Chromie uses to finish out the run.
And if Chromie chooses to walk down the tower, then Torje definitely has a solid shot at catching back up. But assuming they do Void Warp, this is still anybody's game.
Very true. One more frame for Torje here on Goma clip. Hopefully, it looks like Goma is in a really good spot, so all Torje has to do is just wait for Goma to walk forward, throw the nut, get a couple side hops in. There we go. We are caught up now. Just a little bit. We're going to see how Void Warp goes, or see if Void Warp is happening. It looks like Void Warp is not happening. So Torje actually has a chance here to still take this race. Bonk for the good luck on the rocks, of course. Actually, I believe that C up there is not even just like a thing that they're doing for fun or just to do. It is actually faster, I'm pretty sure, to C up. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure it's actually better to C up in that situation. Yeah, it saves like a frame. Yeah. Torje having to do a little bit of a backup here for wrong warp, waiting for the bugs to get out of the way.
Very smart.
Really, yeah, really far out of the warp, but could still make this work. Yep, this will work, and all Torje has left to do really is just to get this insta-clip down I believe we saw Torje do it unbuffered earlier. I don't know if we're going to see Torje do it buffered again or not, but there is always a possibility. Yeah, far out of the warp is... What ends up typically happening when you do just the backwalk strat? Ooh, very nice Stalfos fight. I think even if Torje gets insta-clip, this could still be really close. There's still a bit of walking to do for Chromie, but as soon as Torje gets insta-clip, they're going to be neck to neck. They're going to be right next to each other. Really close there with the shield. I guess those falling rocks can't burn the shield, so only a little bit of damage. Props if you can read that. I mean, it just says if Torje gets good insta, this is tied. Torje not getting the first rock, unfortunately. Second rock is turbo cursed. He managed to go for it, but he's going to have to do 720 insta-clip. Let's see if Torje's years of experience can help him out. He does get the frame for the untarget. He manages to clutch it out. The 720 insta-clip. Let's go, Torje. Very, very close. I mean, honestly, I still think this race is in Chromie's favor, but it could be... It really, really could end up either way. I mean, Chromie has a good, I'd say, 15 to 20 second lead, roughly. I think it's closer to 15. Torje is really going to have to clutch out this last little bit and hope that Chromie makes a mistake if he wants to take this, but it's looking like Chromie's race.
Regardless, like you're about 21 seconds ahead.
Ahead after this cutscene. So true.
Torje is famous for having his overclocked fast Wii.
Yeah. I heard that the secret to the fast Wii is actually putting your Wii in a cooler surrounded by blocks of ice.
Interesting. Water-cooled Wii.
Yeah, Torje lives in a cooler. It's called Norway. It's a pretty big cooler. Liquid nitrogen on that Wii. I didn't see when Chromie pulled out the stick, but I believe that was correct timing. If you, I remember talking to Torje about this, but if you pull out the stick as soon as you're like walking forward, it's actually optimal to do that. I don't remember the exact reason, but it is actually optimal to pull out the stick while you're walking, because I mean, if you roll too early, then you talk to Zelda regardless. But I believe there's also a reason why you want to do it. Torje could probably go into more detail after the race. But yeah, it's really interesting detail, that part of the fight.
I mean, these are the kind of details you get with, you know, what, 10, 11 years experience of running this category?
True, very true. Yeah, I remember having a conversation with Torje about this a while ago, so hopefully Torje is willing to talk more about that after the race, because I think it's actually a really interesting piece of knowledge. Looks like Chromie so far is actually having a really solid Ganon fight. So first try ISG after the jump slash as well, very nice. A little bit of Ganon ring around the rosy shenanigans happening, but
oh, taking a hit. Ooh, but not losing ISG.
And it looks like Chromie will be taking this race. I mean, this is definitely. I think this is the most entertaining race that we've had so far. This is a massive upset for Chromie, and not to mention a great showcase of. I mean, just a comeback, and also just an interesting happening with with Instaclip. Torch having to do 720 Instaclip. Definitely a very good race. Congratulations to Chromie for taking this race.
Absolutely. I mean, this. I mean, you said it before. This is definitely a major upset. Chromie not opting to go for even Void Warp, but keeping it clean throughout the run, and obviously Torge having some major mistakes in Deku Tree allowed Chromie to pull ahead.